I think it's fairly obvious which decision I'm going with. Furious, go fuck yourself.
Let me just think it over. Go fuck yourself.
Then I'm so very sorry for you.
No,
Really.
you're not.
You encountered Augustine in the hologram room before escaping. I don't see why Linda just didn't go in the lift with Madison when she could have. Let's talk about trying to distract that thing. You could have ran off with her. Oh shit. I can imagine something like that chasing your ass. Great, you go to a dead end. Nice one. Oh, dodge. Should have just kicked him down the stairs. You need to hurry the fuck up. Why was it? Fucking doors. Oh shit, he's fast. You escape Frank Stone and the Mancy? What? Okay, well, what about Linda? She's the only one left because Stan got killed. Sam got killed, but it seems like he's still alive. And he's inside this fucked up version of Frank Stone. And it's like whenever he starts
Frank Stone is finally the man he was meant to be. My champion. A killer worthy of the entity. The bleed between worlds is open, split apart by sacrifice and violence. All will be swallowed by the entity's power. And what of me? The one who served up this world for it to devour. I'll oblige as its faithful servant, existing only to drink in its knowledge, share in its glory. I am Augustine Lieber, and I have brought the entity to your world.
fucking crazy bitch. She needs to die. So she's literally brought the apocalypse on us. But what is she though? She's not human, like she's something else. That's just fucking great. Let me guess, the entity doesn't care for a servant like this dumb bitch and it's probably gonna kill her. Because why would it want a servant?
All these lifetimes of toil and torment, all for this beautiful moment of sublime perfection. Almost unbearably so. I bear to you the offerings. I humbly await my reward for loyal service, unending.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what you get, you fucking dumbass.
good advice for your old gal Maddie Bear, Mom? Sure could use a little help right now. Any help at all? Thanks.
Wait, what? The fuck is this? And what happened to Linda? Where's Linda? You know, because last time we saw her, she ran off like a dumbass.
I mean, this can't be real, right? It's not really there.
Well, apparently it is here. Oh,
Are we sure this is a good idea?
This is the only way we know for certain. And we have to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
what? Sam, Robert, Linda, Chris, and Jaime developed the film. What? Okay, there it is. Now some other shit. What the fuck is going on?
It's in there, all right.
What do we do with it?
We separate it. We each take a piece. Then we take them as far away from each other as we possibly can, and we never, never let them come back together again.
Linda saw Frank Stone trapped in the film. Yeah, but then that dumbass bitch Augustine managed to get it all back together and fucking put it together, and then now he's back in this like messed up form that he's in now. And he killed Augustine as well, stupid bitch, thinking that doing all that shit for the entity would mean that the entity would want her as like a servant or some shit, when the entity couldn't give a toss about someone like her. It just wants killers like Frank Stone.
That can't be our only option.
I can't believe I'm actually suggesting this, but why can't we just burn the film?
If this film strip really is holding him somehow, destroying it completely might just set him free.
We can't let it hurt anyone else. That's the bottom line.
Okay. Okay.
Film strips never should have come back together.
No, they shouldn't, but they did, didn't they?
Whatever happens next is my responsibility. Mine. You just need to go live your life. Never think about this again. Never tell anyone about what happened. You were never part of it. You don't know anything. You understand?
Okay, so we're seeing what they did. But what does that mean for us?
I awake, unsure where I am.
Why can I hear her talking?
Then memory floods back, and I know our world is gone, consumed by a living realm beyond space, beyond time. Thanks to me.
What? Well, firstly, what the fuck's going on? This looks similar to before when we first played as Madison, because the door's there, the door to her room. Can I open it? Okay. Pick up. Oh, it's the trickster.
Little freak.
The star whose desires knew no limit. Yeah, what a freak. Fucking freak. Alright, let's go. I mean, so far the only people that have died is Stan, which isn't a loss, Sam and Bonnie, which was bullshit. Wait, what was that? What is this? What is this? What am I looking at? It's a ring. But what am I supposed to be looking at? The fuck is this? Augustine's ring, how can it be here? Oh, that's her ring. Wait, is that Linda? Wait,
Linda?
who are the other people?
Did anyone else?
Who are the other two?
Not all of us.
Sam Green. He was just trying to help, and now he's...
He paid a heavy price. More than we'll ever know. What did happen to Augustine?
I saw her on my way out.
And?
She had something she wanted to say, but it wasn't worth hearing. Who are they?
Yeah, who are they?
They were here long before I came.
I don't like this. We need to keep going. Come on.
Go where?
Why does Linda sound so monotone?
Why haven't you kept going? Why are you just sitting here?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? What is going on? Oh shit.
It's almost here. We have to run.
Wait.
What do you mean, wait?
Why isn't it coming after us?
It's been waiting. Just like we all have.
What the
For what?
fuck are you talking about?
For you.
For me?
Everyone's arrived. Now we can begin.
Begin? What the fuck are you talking about?
I want to go home.
This is all there is.
What?
Whether killing or surviving, the entity will play with our souls for all eternity. An endless hunt of fear and hope, pain and sacrifice, from which even death is no escape. And now, let the trial begin.
No way that's the end. Oh my fucking god, that's the end. Are you fucking joking? So basically what they're saying is no matter what you do, it doesn't matter. So anyone who died, like Sam, Stan or Bonnie, it doesn't matter because they're gonna die anyway at some point. So none of it matters? But what the hell happened to Linda during the time we last saw her to now? Why was she so like deadpan? Like she was just no emotion. Like, what the fuck was that about? Like, I know this is from the world of Dead by Daylight, where I know some of the lore about that game, where, like, no matter how many times you die, like, the entity brings you back to keep draining, like Augustine was saying, like, the fear, the hope, the pain, all that stuff, to just get more energy out of you or something, to make it more powerful, to feed off you or some shit. And like it said, that the entity and, like, whatever it picks to kill you or whatever, it does it for eternity. So you constantly die over and over and over again, always being scared, always being in pain, always having somewhat hope to get away. But even if you get away, you still have to go through that shit again. So it's like, you could probably do it where you let everyone die, but it won't make a difference because they'll just come back to life and die again. Something like that. I'm pretty sure that's how it works in the Dead by Daylight game. So basically, everyone who survived, it didn't matter. Because I'm guessing they're just going to go through all of that again. And if they live, they live, but then they'll still have to go through it again. And then at some point they'll die just to go through it again. So it's like, well, how are you meant to escape it then? How are you meant to escape the entity? And didn't Augustine just give up the entire planet for the entity? So the whole world's just fucked. It's just a massive, like, shithole pit where people just die and get brought back to life to die again and all of this stuff. Something like that. I mean, that's how it is in the Dead by Daylight game. Got all these various places with all these various killers and people trying to get away, and they die and come back. I think that's what that ending meant. So it's like, it doesn't even matter if everyone survives, because everyone's going to die at some point anyway, just to be brought back and die again. What the fuck? So that's it. I'm guessing what would have happened is if I gave the pendant to Stan, he would have lived. Because it said in the book that whoever wears it gets protection. You think Madison wasn't in any danger anyway, apart from when she was by the lift. But then it's like, if I didn't sacrifice Sam to save Linda, Madison probably would have died. So how the fuck are you supposed to save everyone then? How are you supposed to save... Because the only people that died for me were Bonnie, Sam, and Stan. I feel like the only way to save Stan was to give him that pendant, rather than keep it for Madison. Now with Bonnie, fuck knows how I was supposed to save her, unless I was supposed to reload the camera just before I... But then that shit, like, starts the cutscene before I can even reload it. So I don't know how I'm supposed to save Bonnie. And then with Sam, I don't know, like, I could not sacrifice him to save Linda, but then I feel like Linda would die then if I don't do that. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to look it up. Of course, there is like multiple endings, like, you know, everyone dies, or everyone survives, or these people die, and then those people don't die. Or everyone dies except one person. Because before I started doing this bit, I did look up, and apparently, like, Chris, she can stay in the future, which I don't know how that would make a difference to anything. I don't know, because there was that bit where, when they were all watching the film, and then, like, they had the camera angle, like, showing them looking up towards Augustine, or looking at the film. For some reason, Chris was there. Like, she was 100% there, because I was looking at all the people that were there, and I was like, yeah, there's Sam, there's Madison, Linda, and Stan, and then there was some other person, and I'm like, who's that? And it's Chris, and it's like, well, that can't be right, because we sent Chris back in time to her past, which was her present. But for some reason, she was there in one bit, and then in the next bit, she was gone. When I, like, looked away from them and looked back, and then she was gone. Like, she was wearing a white and yellow, like, blue jumper on. And then she was gone. Which didn't make any sense to me. And then, but what about Augustine? Like, she did all of this to what? Then give up the entire world to the entity? Because she wanted to have, like, the perfect, like, killer for the entity to, like, do its bidding? Or to, like, feed it or some shit. All of that thinking she was going to be its servant and then get knowledge from it. Instead, you know, Frank Stone just fucking hacked her in the side of the neck and just killed her. Rightfully so, she deserved it. But I'm guessing as well, she also will come back like the rest of us and just die again. She got, like, hooked in, like in that picture she was looking at when she was wearing that cloak. It was, like, showing a bunch of people being, like, stabbed with those, like, hooks. And then, like, she turns into that red glittery shit and then goes up in the sky. And I felt like she was going to die anyway, because why would the entity need servants? It doesn't need servants, it needs killers. Killers and people to kill. That's what it ever needs, but to what end? Fuck knows. But I still don't get it. What happens now then? It's just a continuous cycle. Trying to think, what else is there to talk about? I mean, I knew it wasn't going to just be like a regular horror game because it was from the world of Dead by Daylight, so of course there's going to be some weird parallel universe shit, but I wasn't expecting time travel. I don't know. Maybe if I kept Chris in this timeline, maybe I could have saved Sam. I don't know. I mean, I did try looking up how to save Bonnie, but all I was seeing was just people being like pissed off that she dies, and it's like I wasn't really seeing much of how to save her. And I'm pretty sure there is a way to save everyone, since there was a trophy that says "save everyone" or something like that. I'm trying to think, how would I save everyone? Because I feel like I know how to save Stanos. I think I do, give him the pendant. But then, or not Sam, Stan. But how would I save Sam and Bonnie? I don't know. But I feel like the only difference that would make is that everyone's alive. It's just, same ending, I guess. I don't know. I feel like no matter how many people are alive or how many people are dead, the ending's still going to be the same. Just the only thing that's going to be different is that some people are going to be alive, or everyone's dead, or one person's alive, or everyone's dead. But I don't think everyone can die unless that's an ending as well, where everyone dies. What? Plunder's instinct unlocked. You'll be able to use Plunder's instinct when in close range to a collectible trinket. When activated, the aura collectible trinket is revealed. What? So that's it? But what was that shit about where, like, the machine was being used again? Augustine came out of it to then be face to face with, like, her older self? And then because I found all those dolls, I got, like, a secret cutscene? What the fuck? And like while the credits were going, I was looking at some like different videos and comments and stuff, and people like talking about how the ending bit there, and like looking at the different endings where like those other people at the campfire, like a couple of the characters from the Dead by Daylight game, sitting there not saying anything because they've gone through this cycle of, you know, being chased, being killed, trying to get away so many times that they're just, you know, fucking shells at this point. The only time they react is when they're being attacked or when they're being hooked or something. I'm guessing that's why Linda was acting the way she was. And like looking at what some other people were saying, that there isn't really a good ending at all. I mean, some people saying, oh, it's a good ending if you get this, good ending if you get that, but I feel like based on like the you know, general facts, like there is no good ending because you keep going through this shit. So it's like, imagine what they go through. They have to keep getting chased by all these different types of killers, or one in particular, and keep dying, escaping, to then have to go through all of it again. It's something playing this game like hundreds and hundreds of times every day. Imagine like doing that shit, but in real life. That's what they have to go through every time. For, well, forever. I don't know if there's a way to escape the entity. From the sounds of it, there isn't. There has to be a way. But that's it. A figure emerges from the sarcophagus in the Horologium. And that is the massacre at Garant Manor, which is like the, I don't know, some shit you get because they found all the dolls. And of course there's like so many other outcomes to various things based on what I chose. Maddie and Linda reached the campfire. Augustine was betrayed by the entity and sacrificed. Interesting. So where there's skulls, that means someone dies. The altar. Maddie escaped Frank Stone that, was it the atrium? Maddie refused Augustine's proposal, then to repair the generator. Sam was consumed by Frank Stone, but what was that shit about where he was like trying to break out of it or something? You can see his like face like imprinting on the side of his ribs. And then Frank would just stab himself. Sam defeated Frank Stone, weakened him. Frank Stone killed Bonnie by impaling her on a hook. See, is that not something I could have prevented? I guess I could have. Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, there's a way where everyone survives, but I don't know how the fuck that's possible. And apparently Stan dies every time. There is no saving Stan, which to be honest, I don't really care about Stan, so fuck him. Well, that's it. Well, to be honest, I was going to try and change some stuff, but I think for me, that's good enough. So I think that's where I'll leave it.